Hello, my name is Agnes. This is Sizwe podcast. Today I have in my studio Nana Amesa Kesintendi Susubribi the First. She's the Achampim Hima of more traditional areas, specifically in Kintampo. Kintampo is in Ghana. I am originally from Ghana, and I have Obaayaa in our studio. You know why I did this? In our previous episode, we spoke about dowries. Who pays dowries? In Canada, when you want to get married, you can go to the court, get a few of your family and friends with you, get a marriage certificate, or you can decide to stay with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, and in a few years or months, you become common law partners, and the law in Canada allows that. In the countries and the continent where we come from, there are dowries, and we are not bunched together. Africans have different countries. And as a result of that, every country have their own dowry. Today, we talk about those that are common in my country, Ghana. And that's why I brought Nana with us. Nana will tell us more about where she comes from and what she stands for. Nana, you are welcome.
Thank you very much. I think I have to go back with the introduction of my name.
Yes.
My name is Nana Amesa Kesintendi Susubribi. The Kesintendi in the middle is my local dialect, which means a person who is truthful, a truthful person.
Kesintendi.
That is the meaning of it in my dialect.
Wow.
Yeah. When you get to Ghana, you can locate my area in the Kintampo North, getting to Tamale Highway, Techimai Tamale Highway. That's where you can locate the Kintampo North. And it's prominently or specifically dominated by the Mo people. Even though we have other ethnic groups with us, there that we all stay in the same community.
Yes.
But the area is dominated by the Moos, which we call in my dialect Deg. That is the meaning of Mo. It has a history for that matter, but for now, I'm not going there.
Thank you, Nana. Thank you for helping me, because I don't want to buy a sheep to pacify for doing the wrong introduction. And in the studio too, we have Obaayaa Kesiwa entry. And because we are talking about dowries, because we have immigrated here in Canada, it is likely that Obaayaa will marry here in Canada. And I insist on that. So when she's going to get married, which of the types of the marital processes is she going to take? Is she going to take the one from Ghana? Is she going to take the one that is familiar with here? Today we will know. So Nana, I want to come back to you. If you just join us, this is Sizwe podcast. My name is Agnes. We are talking about dowries. If you watch our previous episode, Patricia, Joseph, and I spoke about dowries in general. We were able to deal well with dowries from South Sudan. And Patricia also talked more about dowries in Zimbabwe. Today, I'm lucky to bring into the studio Ghanaians. I am from Ghana, Nana is from Ghana, and Obaayaa is a Ghanaian-born child. I want her to get married in the proper way. I mean it. Nana, what are some of the types of dowries we have in Ghana? And Obaayaa is listening, so she can choose one of them.
Yeah, thank you so much. Obaayaa is hailed and bred, born in Ghana, and for that matter, she is a purely Ghanaian, and I'm happy for that. But in the Ghanaian culture, we have so many diverse cultural practices when it comes in terms of dowry paying. If you take to the northern part of Ghana, they have their dowry paying traditionally. If you come to the southern side of Ghana, we also have our way of paying dowry.
Yes.
Likewise, the central
The middle belt.
The middle belt,
yes.
The northern zone, whatever. But it depends on the location or the locality you are coming from.
Okay.
I take my locality for that matter. I am born and bred in Kentampo, which is in the Bono East.
Okay.
Kentampo is in the Bono East of Ghana. Yeah, if a young lady like Obaayaa want to marry, if a young lady like Obaayaa meets somebody she loves, that she want to be with for the rest of her life, the proper thing must be done.
Yes.
I'm talking in terms of proper thing in the case that Obaayaa saw the person outside. The person wasn't born and bred in the same house with Obaayaa.
Yes.
Therefore, Obaayaa has to let the parents know.
Okay.
That mom, dad, I met, let's say John. I met, let me use our Ghanaian names.
Kwesi Buedi.
Kwaku Mensah, Kwesi Buedi, Kofi Dua, Kofi Dapa, whoever, who has shown interest in me, in marrying me. Then the mom of Obaayaa will ask, Oba, I hope you've never gone to bed with the person before. Because as a mom, that's the fear of every mom.
Hello, if you just join us, my name is Agnes. I am in the studio today with Nana Amesa Kasintendi Tsubribi the First. She's the Achimpim Hima of the more traditional area in Kintampo, Ghana. If you watch our previous episode, we spoke about dowries. Who pays them? How do we pay? There are different dowries paid in Africa. And today, you see us. We are all from Ghana, and we are hitting it strong on the types of dowries that you can pay. Thank you. Nana, go on.
So, Oba will just bring the news to the mom. The mom will convey the news to the dad. But in terms of the dowry, like I said, it's in different ways.
Yes, and that is really what we want to capture.
With each locality or location, or with each ethnic group.
Yes.
If you meet such a person, like what I've said previously, it is the man that Obaayaa met has to go to the dad. That dad, I have seen somebody in Mr. So-and-so house. Let's say, in terms of this, I will use our Ghanaian names like I said before. I've seen a lady in Opanyi Manu's house.
Yes.
Whom I want to be with, or I want her to be my life partner.
Yes.
Then the dad will ask, are you ready, my son? Then either the son confirms yes, then the dad will just give a piece of advice to the son. So the next move is the dad has to see the uncle of the son. That is the mom's brother.
Okay.
Any person that the mom relative is, who is a male, the dad has to consult or have a word with that person. Then the two of them, the dad and the uncle, will move and get to the Obaayaa dad house.
Oh, okay.
Then when they go there, their main mission or information is, we've seen a flower in your house and we want to pluck that flower.
Oh.
So if you can give us the way, if you accept us, then we will be ready to come.
Guys, there are intricacies here. So when the father of the beautiful girl that is ready to get married and the uncle goes to the daughter's or the daughter-in-law to be's house, They don't just say, oh, we saw your daughter and we want to come and perform the marriage rite. They use these terms. We've seen the flower in your home and we want to come and plug it. Are we allowed to do that?
Yeah.
Yes.
So if the lady's family accepts the man family, then they take it from there.
Okay.
That is when the mom show the face, and now we call that one in language of our normal.
Our parlance.
No, like we just say that words that it's a knocking.
A knocking, yes.
Moment.
Yes.
That the guy has come. So the moment the guy family are able to come to the lady's family, now it's an ultimatum, or we take it that anytime Obaayaa mom or dad is looking for Obaayaa and Obaayaa cannot be found anywhere, we get to this man's house and look for Obaayaa.
Hey, no, so that is after the knocking. So this process they just did is the not knocking.
Yes.
So once they accept,
so
that,
you are knocking to enter.
Yes. So now
if they accept you, and that's when you are welcome in the house.
Yes.
So you can enter the house anytime.
And Obaayaa too can enter
the man house,
the boy, the man to be
house,
husband house anytime,
because the two family know each other.
Now,
but it is not a dowry paying.
Yes.
That one is not a dowry paying.
Thank you. Obaayaa, do you have any question to ask?
Yeah. What if the girl's parents don't accept the man's family? Then what did they do after
knocking,
that?
during the knocking. Okay.
Yeah, if the girl's family don't accept the man's family, they let, even though in the first instance they cannot just put it before the family, but they will let you, Obaayaa, know that we are not happy you entering this house. And sometimes in the olden days, they can tell you the reason. Maybe they have a family trait. Some of them are stealing. Some of them are sicknesses.
Yes.
Some of them are curses, which they don't want you to get in to go bring such thing in their family.
Okay.
So they can, if your mom and dad have the position very well, they can tell you, Obaayaa, this is the reason why we don't want you to enter there. But if you still insist, all they can say is, if you insist, but if you go and there's any problem, we don't need you back here.
Hey, but who wants to go marry into a family with that kind of case?
Yeah. But you see, nowadays the youth, they don't listen.
Yes. I met the man of my heart.
Yeah. And then all you can see, the time that she's saying, I met a man of my heart, blah, blah, blah. You could see that she don't even know, or she don't understand what love really means. It is some things that are tingling and tickling her, but she doesn't know
the real,
really what the love she's talking about is.
Yes.
In this case, that she's saying, I love her, I love her, I love him, I love him. By the time maybe she goes and there's problem, that is when she wants to opt out. And you cannot opt out that time.
Thank you so much, Nana. If you just join us, my name is Agnes. This is Obaayaa Kesiwa Entry. And we are talking to Nana Amesa Susubribi Kesintendi the first from Kintampo area, the more she's a champion hima. I don't want to make a mistake when I'm doing this introduction because the name is so big. And yeah, in my country, if you do that, you really have to have a ship tie somewhere that you're going to appease her. But we are talking about dowry. She just talked about the knocking where the girl informed the family, the boy informed his family, and now they've allowed the family to come and knock, and they said, yes, you can go ahead. No, you cannot go ahead. What is next?
So, if the family accepts, both family accept themselves, that is when they ask, if you can permit us, can we come and pay the dowry?
Okay.
So, what and what do you people need from us? Okay. That is, the man family has to ask the woman
for the list.
Yes, family. So, under normal circumstance, we take it that the woman going to stay with the man is they are going to take life to another level.
Yes.
So you, the mom or dad, have to bring a whole long list of items or requests. Is going to put certain things off. In a way, that means you are trying to sell your daughter to the man. And then when it happened in that way, most marriages or most men use the women as laborers. Or they use them for what they want because of whatever the family demanded
during
from
the
him. So if the person is having, you will pay and then let your daughter pay for it.
In a hard way.
In a hard way.
Okay, so what are some of the lists that you think are outrageous and some of the lists that you think that are moderate and that the new couple can afford?
Yeah, the moderate ones are the father and the mother, or the father of the lady has to consider that I want to give my daughter to you without selling.
Yes.
I'm not selling my daughter to you.
Yes.
She is precious to me, and I'm giving her to you for you to protect and take care of her for me.
Yes.
So all you can ask is you take let's say 2 schnapps.
2 schnapps. So guys, if you don't know schnapps, in my country, schnapps is one of the precious drinks that we use to perform a lot of rituals. It is a hard liquor, bottled and packaged. I think we have our local drinks, which we made out of palm wine. We distill it and we get the hard liquor, like really rum. But this one has been prepared in a factory form, and I think it has something to do when processing of drinks came by. It used to be just the original drink where you can put it in a calabash or a pot. Now it is bottled nicely and we call it schnapp. And that is what Nana is talking about. So 2 bottles.
You get 2 bottles of schnapps. And then let's say the girl is your woman. So you have to clothe her.
Yes.
So let's say you have 2 or 5 pieces of wax
prints.
Wax prints.
If you see what we are wearing today, me and Nana, we are wearing some of the common African or Ghanaian wax prints. And it comes in 3 pieces. So if I give you a whole piece, you can make the top, the skirt, and the cover like the one Nana is wearing. So that's what we call 1 piece. So you have to give about 3 or 5, depending on how much your strength can.
Yeah, the wax, the full piece is 12 years.
It's 12 years, okay.
So for the women, we take the half piece, which is 6
years.
So the men take the 12 years.
Oh, okay.
So you buy those 6 years is about 5 different colors or types.
Yes.
And then you add some small money, something.
Yes.
Just to show your appreciation to your wife family, that they are able to bring out a good product.
Yes.
To your taste, which you think that it was good for you, you can make life with, and you have your peace of mind to stay with. You knew that there are other stuff outside, but you neglected them, and you chose Obaayaa.
Yes.
So you bring those prints, and sometimes, mostly, you have to add beads, weight beads.
Guys, it's one of our traditional things. This is not a cow. It's just beads. If you just join us, this is Sizwe podcast. My name is Agnes. We are talking about dowries. In our previous episode, we were lucky to listen to dowries that are being paid from South Sudan, Zimbabwe, and today we are talking about specifically Ghana. And Ghana is broad and big. We have about 150 different traditional tribes that do their own thing. But this is an overview of some of mostly the southern and the middle belt of Ghana, where when you hear of schnapp, Then you are talking about the Akans speaking, the Nzimas. We do a lot of snap in our dowry payments, not cows. Right?
Yeah.
And in the studio, I am trying to convince Obaayaa to get married in a traditional way. So she listens, and she has questions, she can ask Nana.
I have a question.
Oh, Obaayaa has a question.
So for the money, is it how do I say it? Do the girls' family give the boys' family the amount they want, or the boys' family chooses the amount they want to give to the?
Oh yeah, as part of the list.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Obaayaa, it depends. Sometimes the starting point, you're knocking to enter, the kind of respect, the sign of respect, how you portray yourself, your family, I mean the man.
The man.
How the family portray themselves to you, Obaayaa family. If they show a sign of respect and they make the family understand that, yeah, we have gotten a gold here, which we want to take, quote and unquote, there. Sometimes they can consider the amount. Sometimes they even give it to you, that go get what you can bring to us. Some family can just throw it back to you. We are not selling our daughter to you. Whatever you can, bring it. And what I mean...
Nana, I need to cut in here. Is it the money or the actual dowry, the little piece that the family will take to signify that Obaayaa has gotten married? Would that also be something that they throw to the boy's family, that you go and bring whatever you like? Or is the amount, amount of money?
That's what I mean. Everything inclusive. If the family wants you, that's why they say, oh, we don't want any like too much on you.
Yes.
Sometimes even they know the kind of job you do. Likely, if your husband is a farmer,
yes,
and somebody is a business minded person,
yes,
likely their income are not the same.
Yeah.
So they consider that.
Okay.
They put that one in consideration. Unless a family that doesn't want you, that they want to stretch you to the extent that
they want to hype it, so you
you just become fed up that I don't want again.
They can do that. So, for example, if Obaayaa's husband to be comes and said, "Oh, I want the list," they can give you a list that you go and to throw you off, and you wouldn't want to even to come back to ask again. And if they love you, they will give you a list, but they will tell you how much of this list can you afford for us to get a token or a piece of something that signifies that you have taken the flower from our home. Am I right?
Yeah, but the token mean to the family that something, the significance.
Yes, something, a ceremony has been taken.
Something has happened. Now, Obaayaa is now a woman.
Yes.
If I say Obaayaa is now a woman, Obaayaa is no more a single person.
Yes, yeah.
She is now with somebody.
Yeah.
She has a head in her life.
Yes.
So for now, the family, all the family has to accord Obaayaa to that effect. Obaayaa is now a married person.
Yes.
She's no longer a single person. So like I said, the money, some even don't take anything. They can just go bring me a petition.
Appetition. Yeah, she just mentioned the drink I wanted to. The appetition is the one, in Ghana we have a lot of palm trees. The palm tree produce wine, which we call the palm wine. And when you brew the palm wine to ferment and you distill it, you get the real gin, real rum coming out of it. If you take a shot of it, man, you need to go find a bed. And that is our traditional drink. So for us as the Akans, I am Akan mostly, our people will take just that drink. Sometimes they don't drink it. They go and put it under a bed somewhere in the house of the Ebusuapeni or the family head. And that signifies to them that their daughter has been taken as a wife into another family. Nana, do you know any other form of rights that we have that you want to talk to us about still in Ghana?
Oh, yeah. When we take the northern part, let's say the Bolga Navrango area, which is the upper east of Ghana. For them, they only take, let's say, guinea fowls and then salt.
Look at that. If you just join us, we are talking about dowries. My name is Agnes. I am here with Nana Amesa. She will tell you all her names. It is big. But we are talking about dowries. In our last episode, we talked about dowries that are being paid in eastern part and some part of Africa. They deal in cows. But in Ghana, as Nana has just explained, from some part of Ghana, they only take the gin, the ram, as a significant, and all the other encomiums, they add it to it, clothing for the woman, money on top of that. And in some communities, they just take salt.
Yeah, they take salt, and then let's say guinea fowl.
A guinea fowl.
And then shebata.
Oh.
So they have other rice to perform to go with.
Tell me about that.
Before you can get into the man's house. And if those things are not performed, you are not a wife to be yet. When you get to the upper west area, there are also mixed cultures there. But all that I know about the others there is they take the cow and cowries. Cowries.
I think now if you see most girls, they use cowries to put in their hair as a design. The cowries, if you read history of Africa, it was the first item they used for exchange, like how we have monies now. And now in some countries, the cowries are actually present. They find them, they dig them, they fish them, and it becomes the most precious thing in that community. And if you are going to get married into that community, they will take
cowries. So you pay the cow and then the cowrie. And the cowrie in significance is making them to know that it's their money.
Yes.
So they can take about a calabash full of cowries. So they keep it. In this way, if the woman is not able to stay in the marriage and another man comes in, that man have to pay those things so that they return to the old man.
The first one
you left. Until that thing is done, even if you go to another man, have 1,001 babies, they all belong to the first man.
Oba. If you just join us, this is Sizwe Podcast. My name is Agnes. This is Obaayaa Kasiwa Entry. And this is Nana Hima we are all from Ghana. We are talking about different tribes and how they perform marriage rites and the dowries that they collect to signify that union has taken place. You have any question?
No.
You don't? Okay, so Nana has described 3 different forms of marriage rites in Ghana. Until today, how much do you know?
I only knew about the dowry. I knew about like the money part, and then the list. That's like the reason I knew.
Oh, yeah. You have you ever attended a marriage ceremony in your life?
Yes.
What did you see?
What is it? The traditional marriage?
Whichever. Tell me.
Oh, I saw like suitcases of clothes and stuff that the boy's family, the man's family brought to the lady's family. Yeah. And what else?
So what are you looking forward to? Now you've come to Canada. Here in Canada, you can just take a few of your friends and then go to the law court and then get some documents signed. You get your marriage certificate and you are married in a day. Or you can just choose to run away from your father's house, stay with your boyfriend for a few months, and you people call yourself common law partners. Compared to what we have just described, which one attracts you and why?
The traditional marriage?
Yes.
I'm from Ghana, so then I have to get married in the right way.
Very good.
Yeah.
So you are looking forward to that?
Yeah, the traditional marriage.
That you people. This is all I wanted Obaayaa to say. Now I've already put the words in her mouth. I am a Ghanaian, and for me, it's an honor for a mother to raise a daughter, for her to get married. Nana, is that not it?
Yeah, that's it. Because I'm also happy Obaayaa has taken that stand. Every marriage, you need the blessing of your father and mother.
Yes.
You need that blessing. Very, very important.
Yes.
Even if you go and your mom and dad blesses you and your husband you have the peace.
You have the peace, yes.
Of mind to stay. But if you chose your own way, you choose your own thinking that you want to, you know better than them, you go and their hands are not in, is going to be in a different dilemma you wouldn't like yourself to be. And then as you are a Ghanaian child, the least, the small means, it doesn't mean that you have it, you have to show big suitcases, clothes, everything. Just go do it according to how your strength yes. is. Nobody is forcing you. And then don't compare yourself with anybody.
Awesome. I like that.
Because the comparison is making you people to compete so much that even if you don't have, you want to portray to the whole world that you have it. You are not going for the marriage for the whole world. Yes. That's why you have to put at the backbone of your mind that your life is your life. Your partner is your partner. You do what suits you and your partner and not the world. Let me bring this to an advice that most young ladies don't want to listen to this kind of advice. Once they say they want the man.
They want the man.
The man can even go outside, hire people to come in as their mom, as their dad.
Yes.
Later, when there's problem, that is when the lady gets to know that that's not the
people
real,
who came to perform the marriage right. It's not the real
they are
family
not
members.
The real family members. And where are you going to see the real family members? So you put yourself in a corner tight that you can't come out. So at the end of it, you have to collapse the marriage. But if you pass through this simplest and shortest dowry means, they know the family. Even if they don't have, they know.
They know.
Your family know them. They also know your family.
Awesome.
If there's trouble, the two family can come together and solve. And then at the end tail of the dowry, they get two people from each side, the boy side and then the woman's side, to back the marriage.
Yes.
They ask. That means if there's problem and you can't tell your mom, you can't tell your dad, those people, you cannot hide whatever problem in the marriage from them.
Yes.
You have to look for them, let them come in and solve the problem amicably.
So do the lady and the man choose the person or the family chooses the person?
The family choose.
Oh, okay.
So the lady don't choose for
the boy's family will choose.
The boy's family, person. The family that came for the dowry that particular day chooses from the back, the people. Yes. They choose two people within the family. Yes. And then the lady's family also choose.
Yeah.
So they are the backbone. So they
become your role model, your counselors.
Exactly.
In case there's an issue you can't tell your mom, you call to these people, and then they will come in and they will solve the problem before it gets out of hand.
Exactly. So this is where those who lie go bring other people, hire them. When it gets to this stage, you go there that the woman tell you, "I'm sorry, the guy is not my real son."
Yeah, I think it is because Nana, I want to come in. I'm not defending this youth, but you know sometimes when families are becoming more difficult, like I come to do the knocking, and you give me this tall list, and I realize that I cannot, I run away or I go, and then the next time when one of my friends is going to do the same thing, I'll tell her, you know what, don't just go. They will give you this list. So what advice do you have for we, the parents, whose children are ready to go and get married, and we think that is the time we can dig our gold?
Yeah. The best advice goes to both the parents and then the couples. There is a saying that whatever the old lady will see far ahead, if you are a young lady and you stand up, you will
not even see it.
So sometimes it's a stepping toe that they want to step on your toe for you to back up, check your back, and see that where you want to go is a threat.
Yeah. You're not going to have peace.
Yes. Sometimes they intentionally do that to
give
frustrate
you that tall list to frustrate you for that relationship to stop.
Yes. Sometimes too, it's telling you that maybe mom and dad, it's just that there is nothing wrong with this guy. Naturally, they don't want to like him. And this issue comes when they have gotten somebody somewhere pushing you to go in there where you don't want to.
Yes.
So whatever you also whatever you also bring, they have to make sure that you also don't go there.
I got it.
It's hang there.
Yeah.
But in the actual fact, that's what I said earlier on. However, if the family accepts you wholeheartedly, they don't even want you to suffer.
Yes. Oh, it's true.
They just tell you, oh, we don't need anything. Yeah, if whatever your strength can get it up for us, just bring it. Even if it's water and that you can afford, bring it.
Yes. So that the two families can come together, celebrate this marriage, peacefully give you their blessings, and then send you off to start.
So when parents are proving difficult in your marriage, you have to sit back
and analyze
and then check your back.
Okay.
As a young lady, check your back. Go back. You have to just hold on, calm down, go back to the parent, ask them, what is their reason?
Yeah, for making it so difficult.
For making it difficult. Though some parents are jealous parents.
Yes.
I should say, some parents are jealous parents.
They don't want their daughters to go.
No, once they see that Opanyi man whose daughter has gotten a rich man to marry, they also by force want their daughter. But you don't know what is in the circle.
Yes.
So you don't go there, but we have individual differences.
Yes.
Some people are having, excuse my language, low-minded brain.
Yes.
And some too can focus ahead.
Yes.
So if you happen to be a child of such parent, you suffer in that position.
In that circumstances. Thank you, Nana. If you've just joined us, we are bringing the curtains to a close, but I'll give Obaayaa another opportunity to ask Nana any other question. This is Sizwe Podcast. We have deliberated much in dowry paying in Ghanaian community. This is not exhaustive list, but it is telling you that Ghanaians, we want you to come to marry from our community. You don't need to pay cow. Yes, Oba, do you have anything else to say?
Yeah, so after the knocking, the list, and the dowry, do you set like a date for the traditional marriage? Like, do the family set a date for it?
The day they come to pay the dowry, that's
the traditional marriage.
When they,
okay.
So before they come for the list.
I know why Obaayaa is going there. I was going to cut it short here. But you know, when in our tradition, we never segregate, call different names of marriage. We have the the knocking, the marriage. But in this present terms, you have the knocking, the traditional marriage, and the white wedding.
Yeah.
Is that not right? Yeah, she's taking us there.
What I want you to understand is, in our account settlement,
yes,
we were not having anything called
white wedding. Yes, yeah.
We copied it somewhere.
Yes,
and we are integrating that into
it,
our
and we are
culture.
paying. We are paying for it.
But
big time.
it's not force.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a forced thing for you to do. What I want you to put at the backbone of your mind is, marriage is settle it in an enclosed manner, in an enclosed procedure, in an enclosed meeting
between your family
and the
man's
man family.
That is complete.
Why? When trouble comes, those people who are coming around, plenty of them at the circle. Groomsmen, nobody.
The church full of people.
No, but it will baffle you. You run to them. That's when they tell you, can you please get to your mom and dad?
Your family to settle this.
Go back to your family. They can settle this kind of problem. This one, I don't think.
Yes.
I am a friend. I can't.
Yes.
So whatever you invited her to come and take charge.
Yeah. And eat.
Assemble herself. Throw herself out, show herself out with your pocket.
Yeah.
Now she's telling you that you are a fool.
The poor people.
If you have that money, keep it, and then after the marriage, use it profitably for your life and your kids.
So after the knocking and like the dowry with the list and everything, you can move into the man's family.
That's the man's marriage.
Yes, that's the marriage.
After the dowry paying in the account sector,
yes,
you are married.
You are married.
So there's no need for rings or anything.
No, we don't know what is ring.
Okay.
I said we copied the culture.
And now it has become a
somewhere, and we want to input that one in ours. So even if you want to come out with what you are asking now, yeah, you can, but you have to work it out wisely.
Yes.
Do you know what is marriage? Marriage is Obaayaa, the fiancé, Obaayaa mom, Obaayaa dad, the fiancé mom, the fiancé dad. That is marriage.
Yes. So
these people
are the core
members, the family.
Yes. The caucus.
Those others are just
witnesses. Yes.
And then whatever they came to witness, if you take me a witness, if I want that, I tell the truth. If I don't, I opt out.
Yes.
But those people who are within can never say, I don't know.
I don't,
or I don't want to be part.
I don't want to be part when the problem comes.
So these people should be your core mandate.
Yeah.
If you are getting married.
Yeah. They have to be
These
present.
people should be the sort of people you should give them your maximum respect and cooperation.
Yes.
In terms of your marriage. If your marriage will work, these are the people that can make it work out. If it cannot work out, these are the people.
The same people. They are your doing and they are your doing. Mm-hmm. If you just join us, this is Sizwe Podcast, and I am very honored to have in our studio, and people, I need to check the name so I don't make a mistake. I wrote it and I'm still struggling to mention. I am in the studio with Nana Amesa Kesintandi Susubribi the first. She is the Achempim Hima of more traditional area in Kintampo in Ghana. I am a Ghanaian. Obaayaa Kesiwa entry is a Ghanaian, and today we have spoken at length about dowry. You know what I like about what we just talked about? We look at it so big, but when Nana broke it down, it is something simple. All the other things that we have shrouded the marriage ceremony with is just for us to show off. But if you go into the deep, our dowry is something very simple that any man who is ready to really get married can afford. What is your take? If you are listening to us and you also have a different traditional dowry in your country, in your community, and you want to share it with us, we are here. This is Sizwe Podcast, and we will come back on this topic when I find you to also come and tell us something about it. But before we go, I want to ask Nana. Nana, do you have anything to say?
Yeah. I think my last word should go to the youth and then the parents.
Yes.
Every parent, your concern or your main motive in our account sector is once your daughter grows up, you wish her to get a good man to marry.
Mm-hmm. And once your son grows up, you wish her to get a good woman like Obaayaa to get married to.
Why? Because you want peace.
Yes.
For your son.
Yes.
You want peace for your daughter. And so, what is good for the geese is also good for the gander.
Yes.
Whatever you wish for your fellow will surely come back to you. That is the golden rule. So, if we are looking for good for our daughters, we should equally look good for our fellow sons.
Yes.
So that the community, the society will keep on moving.
Hey, wow.
So that we all go and then get a good goal. We get a good society for the younger ones who are coming.
Yes.
So that they will know that their predecessors have laid a good road, or they have laid down procedures for them to follow. Yeah. And then the youth, I will beg them, if you find a man you want to be with, don't hide the person to your parents. In the actual fact, your parents should be the first people to know more than your friends.
Yes.
But now, you people show your everything
to your
friends. Inner secular aspect of your life. You just give everything out to your friends. And then when they start destroying it, that's when you know that you have a mom, you have a dad to discuss
issues like
issues
that.
Too. So whatever you meet, however you portray your life, your mom, your dad should be your best mentor. And they are your best mentor. Share your problems with them. Share your happiness with them. Share your grief with them. And they will mold you to become a better person in the society.
Thank you, Nana. Obaayaa, what have you learned?
Well, I've learned that the traditional marriage is the knocking and the dowry taken. After that, you're married to the person.
Yes.
Yes. I didn't know that before.
You didn't know
Yes.
that. Yeah, you thought it has to go to the church for the rings to be shared, and then for the gown, you have to wear the gown where you look like a peacock, and then somebody has to carry.
Obaayaa, let me clear you with this. Before the church can give you any exchange of vows or
They
rings,
ask you, yes.
If you are not done the dowry,
Yes, they wouldn't.
You can't go to the church.
Yes.
Anyway, you can decide. It's your decision. But when that's what I mean. The rules are coming.
No, Obaayaa has chosen our side.
Yeah, you see that it's like a goalkeeper standing in the goal post. And then when the ball is throwing, the way he sees the ball coming,
like this one,
if he's going to hit him the heart, he will just vex and then give the ball way to go. Then when you thought, you say, oh, the way it was coming, I didn't think I could stand it. So that's it. The dowry is
the marriage
most important, and it's the marriage.
Yes.
In our Akan society,
yes,
that is the marriage. We don't know anything about white wedding. We don't know anything about
wedding rings,
court wedding, and so forth. I think these things came before because of documentation.
Yes. And I think, Nana, I will bring you back. But for now, I want to say thank you, Obaayaa Kesiwa Entry, and Nana Amesa Susubribi the first. That is the name I can afford right now. Thank you so much. My name is Agnes, and this is Sizwe Podcast. We'll bring the curtains to a close here, and we'll come back to you. Thank you.